Oh, yes, Mrs. Walker will be over here.
Which report?
I should do a threshold. I might as well.
Just do it.
Anyway,
How is your screen black?
what? Oh, this was support?
No, I haven't done it yet. But it's locked.
Oh, because it's lost. Okay.
You're recording on this one?
Yes, right now. Okay. I think I'm gonna do a threshold.
You should.
That's in a way. How would you like to be greeted?
Oh, good afternoon.
Mr. Zawaldo. Yeah, we're gonna be here. We're a smaller group. Now that we're down to one less person. And sometimes it's hard for me to transition from intermediate planning to my stuff. And I don't want to have anyone to time. Yeah, oh, so we have a do now. You are going to find your name. And you're gonna read your instruction. And you're going to read your assigned day. So I put on there, Mrs. Walker, and then you have findings. Yes. I think I might go and unlock it for now.
What?
Yeah.
You sure? Okay.
Maybe I should stop it because they're talking so much. Because it's gonna, and I won't have a lot of time. Okay, all right. Okay. Where's your colleagues? Where are they? I'm gonna go. I got my phone's over there. Do you mind messaging?
Your
Colleagues,
right now.
please. Thank you. Sounds like right there too.
Yes.
Okay, thank
Should
you.
Hopefully.
I typed up a lot there. Did you have any questions about that? You think it's detailed enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really like going into your class.
Too much.
Oh, too much detail. Yeah, we really enjoy being in your classroom.
Yeah. I like the hands-on activities. Your kids are very active too. Yeah. And then you're like, you have a big class too.
I know,
Like
you
the
have a lot of
class. You have
You should go now to see the review that you said. Now I have it.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, the preview.
I did. For example, for math,
Uh-huh.
the preview I have it in Spanish,
Uh-huh.
and exactly the same anchor charts in English, so they can move
Oh,
from one.
nice. Okay.
And
Yeah.
science also. So I told him, Pedro, strategy. You go over here, strategy, the same color.
Yeah. That's good that you're mirroring it because they'll make more sense to them like that.
Yes, and
Yeah, the district is really pushing it in math now too. their
Okay.
pre-review review. So they're allowed to teach in Spanish for basically like the first 5 minutes of their math lesson, just to kind of start them off.
Hey, good
Yeah.
afternoon. Yeah, we're meeting here. Or we have one less person, so we can sit here, and also I have a hard time transitioning from,
Fancy. I'm gonna say all these places y'all have that.
Yeah, and we have all the space.
I know
So-
y'all don't tell nobody where nothing located. I'm just like, if I didn't see Mrs. Z, I'd have went to that room.
Okay, we won't need our laptops, and you do have a do now.
Okay,
You're gonna find your name. Oh, you found it?
you told me that last time. Let me tell you something. Okay, I need you to tell Miss Taylor that
Okay.
because she was like, "You're supposed to come to planning with your laptop every time." I said, "Well, Miss Barr said we really don't need them," and I said, "Miss Gandhi said the same thing." So why am I toting that in the charger and I don't use it?
Right.
And she's like, "Well, no, that's what's the word? Like that's like expectations." And I was like, "But Miss Barr," I said,
Well, I just bring it just in case, but I mean, you don't
"We
need
really don't
to.
need it."
Or at least for today, you won't need to. And then
my
it's your
birthday.
so your day's your birthday?
No, I think it's like the third time. This is like the third time you telling me, "Oh, we don't need laptops."
Yeah, we know, because I've been printing it out for you guys anyways, and then, so we have an activity today that we're gonna do. So you're doing now, you're gonna find your name, what you did, you're gonna read the instructions on on your paper.
I'm late.
Yes, I think you guys start at 12:40. That's okay, don't worry. We're here.
Well,
All good in
that's
that.
a drop of
Don't worry about it. So you're gonna read your instructions, and then you're also gonna read your assigned day.
Okay, so if they out of uniform.
Oh, we get it? Oh, then I got it.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Got you, it's all right, got you. There you go.
I'm still trying to figure out what's out of compliance for uniform, like what do they all consider out of?
For the kids?
Yeah,
Okay,
this new thing they're starting, like what is out of
But they
compliance?
have polo
any color,
and jeans or any
any color.
So any
Used to
color
be-
polo shirt.
blue,
Yeah.
red, and
But it should be
And
with a
white.
collar though.
It has to be color, but collar, and it
Any
can be any color. And I. think the
pants, khakis or jeans
Pants.
or blue pants.
Mine just-
So what about the kids that wear like the skirt and the pants?
Yeah, they can wear this.
But it needs to be a school skirt, not a
Yeah, it's
regular
not like
skirt. Okay. Cause I don't know if they get a pass or not, the ones that do like the skirt with the pants underneath.
Okay, I'm gonna give you guys about 2 more minutes to read your instructions. And you're gonna read your day.
I'm reading this or something.
Okay, so this is your name, yeah. This is your instruction. You're gonna be the spaghetti of this activity. And you're going to read just Thursday in the lesson plan.
Okay.
So you are spaghetti as well?
I'm spaghetti.
You're spaghetti as well, so you're gonna read Friday of the lesson plan document.
And then we go, Friday will be what?
Friday, yeah, you're just reading that Friday. Are you done reading it already, Mrs.
Yeah.
Walker? Okay, do you wanna go ahead and get started on your task? So your task is you're going to write quality questions. I have paper here. We need any pens. I have some pens.
Okay, Ms. Barnes, let
Mhm.
me ask you, I know we have the test on the 16th, will you bring us the test?
Yes.
Or- Okay,
It's on the
okay,
desk right now.
okay, okay.
Yeah, I have.
I didn't know we had to go look for it or find it,
No,
okay,
no, no,
okay.
I don't need to do this.
We can read to them, right?
Yes, you can read to them and paste them out, so
Okay.
have read story or read problem. Walk around, once they have all their thumbs up, you can move on to the next question.
Okay, okay.
And just don't translate in Spanish for the test, for math.
Okay.
They don't allow translation because then it's assisting more. So no translations, okay?
Oh.
Ms. Bencourt is joining us today, by the way, she's not just hanging out here, she's joining us for planning, as she will continue, like,
As
join
much
us
as
for
I
planning
can.
as much as she can.
When are you due?
November.
November, oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, woo.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that'd
Right around.
Yes, so yeah, that's the
Yeah.
district requirement, Mr. Sulaga, they said no translation for, yeah. So please do not translate because then we're not
Even
basically,
beginners,
yeah, nothing. It has
even
to,
newcomers.
it has to be strictly what the language of instruction is.
Thank you for clarifying. Ms. Hubbard, we won't need our laptops
That's
today.
it.
Well, no, they just voiced it now. But it's supposed to be happening like that forever.
It's the 16th.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move on, alright, so I'm going to model today how to read your content, language, and the content and language objectives during a whole group instruction. That's one thing I'm gonna model, so I'm gonna start off with content, language objective.
I'm also going to talk about success criteria and explain what we're doing today as we unpack the lesson. We are going to be unpacking the lesson as a spaghetti meatball partnership, which is AB. Can someone, my phone is recording right now. Can someone message Miss Lindsay? I'm sorry, I can't get to my phone.
Yes,
But anyway, yeah, so we're gonna do spaghetti meatballs, which is AB activity, and then we're gonna do a whip around activity as well. So that's 2 PSYOP activities. Yay, Ms. Betancourt, I'm doing 2 PSYOP activities that we're gonna utilize today. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with reading the objective to you guys. So today, we're going to unpack a day in your lesson for the week of 9/15. And your language objective is that you will talk you will talk about a lesson activity with your partner during a spaghetti and meatball activity, and you're going to use the stems blank minus blank equals blank, and then word form blank minus blank equals blank, and another one is blank take away blank is the same as blank. Okay. All right, can someone share out what is one of these sentence stems that we're going to use today?
Blank minus blank equals blank.
Okay, and another one?
Blank.
Blank take away.
Blank take away, blank is the same as.
Blank. Okay,
Blank.
awesome. So although yes, those are the kids' expectations for Miss Lindsay right over here for language development. I'm also going to use it here for planning.
Sorry.
Okay. So while you guys are working together, I'm sorry I'm blocking you. While you guys are working together, those are some of the sentence stems I expect you guys to use. Okay, success criteria. So we have you guys print that out all the time, right? And I create your success criteria. You don't have to read your success criteria out to your kids. They're for you to keep a note of that's what you're going to look for and utilize to see if they have been successful at the lesson you're teaching. So your success criteria, today you're going to create an anchor chart to support student learning. You're going to show age-appropriate strategies for all learners. You're going to discuss activities that aligns with the standards. Okay. So that's for my teacher knowledge. That's what I'm going to look for or think about today while I'm working with y'all. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into unpacking your activity today. You're probably like, what is going on here? So I split y'all in spaghetti meatball pairs. Okay, if you are spaghetti, raise your hand.
Sorry.
If you are spaghetti, in a little bit, you're going to have a 10-minute silent solo. You're going to create an anchor chart for the day you have. So you have Friday, I think. And then you're going to show an exemplar or strategy for just the teach learn activity for Friday. So that's if you're spaghetti. If you are a meatball, you are going to write quality questions and sentence stems. I have sentence strips here so you can actually make your sentence stem for the next week. And your quality questions can be written on your lesson plan or on a blank sheet of paper. And you're going to show an exemplar or strategy for the guided practice activity. Okay, thumbs up if you guys understand what we're doing. Yes.
Oh, you said thumbs up and I raised
Oh,
my
I
hand.
raised
I'm
my
so
hand.
sorry.
Okay, are you good? Questions?
Yeah, no.
All right, so I'm gonna give y'all 10 minutes of time to do it now. Wear my glasses. It is 12:53, so I'm gonna try to give y'all 10 minutes to go ahead and do a silent solo. So we'll wrap it up at 12:03. Oh, yeah, there's anchor charts right behind you, and there's two, so you can take one off or go to the side. Your partners. That's oh. And you guys have Thursday, and I'm gonna work close. I'm gonna work close with you for the sense. You to the team. Oh, you can just do that. Yeah, you might slide. Yeah, no, that's oh. Yeah, Thursday. I have markers over here too with the weenie lane.
I'm just gonna go back there so it's space so I can get on the floor. If I get down, I may not get back up, so.
Okay. Thursday, okay. And then we'll go over the rest of the week after this. So you'll still get a glance at that. Are you going?
Well, the only thing I did today was math because I'm not sure where to access, but we've been doing things, procedures and routines, but.
Okay.
Yeah, and we did this fine. I gave them a sheet of paper. They did it independent. We did the two examples as a group. With the duck and the chicken and then the colored markers. And then they went to go independently at their tables and they did the fish, the blue fish and the orange fish. So I had them they drew their fish. I had them label their fish, they feel like a B for blue and then ochre. Then they did the number bond, they did the sentence. They wrote out the sentence, but then they did the number sentence as well on their paper. So we did that. Listen, that's the only thing we did, but we did.
No, that was a lot. That's good.
I was like, listen, y'all, bear with me. They're being so patient with me. I appreciate it.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, no, they're awesome. They're really awesome.
Okay, so now we're gonna go from that to
Mhm.
next week.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm gonna have you, what are you?
A meatball.
Your meatball, so you're doing the guided practice, so we talked about this the other day too. This is a teach learn, that's the first slide that I would like for you guys to use.
Mhm.
And then the guided practice follows right underneath that. I'll drop that off a little bit. But this should be your guided practice right here. Okay. And if any of you need me to pull this up even larger, I can. I know it's really small.
Mhm.
If you want, you can come up here. Navigate through. That's why. Okay, so I'm gonna start off blank, there'll be a one,
Mhm.
and then you have a story problem.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't have a picture just yet. And notice that as you click,
It adds
stuff's
more.
happen, yeah,
Mhm.
animation.
Yeah.
You want me to show you the whole thing?
That's fine, yeah. 'Cause I know you were saying with that, you want us to
Right.
make sure they visualize in their heads. So
Yeah,
that way they'll get it
typically,
together.
I probably might say this later, they stop like right here and then do this part interactive
Mhm.
versus having animation do it.
Yeah.
So that's a choice that you can.
Yeah, we did that as well too with them because I wasn't really sure and I forgot, what happens first. So we definitely did that together. And then it was like, oh, this was checking if we're right or wrong. And, yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so you're gonna think of quality questions relating to this slide here.
Mhm.
Okay, so that day their objective is they're gonna subtract by taking away,
Mhm.
and they're gonna subtract by counting on, and they're gonna subtract by counting that. And then they're gonna subtract using a number bond, which we think you work on today. And they're gonna write and solve the subtraction sentence. That's a lot for them to do in one day, right?
Is that kind of like what we did today with the
With the plus sign?
mhm.
Yes,
Okay,
but they're
but it's
starting
subtraction,
with
it's in-
subtraction.
Okay, okay.
Right.
I should have brought mine.
Oh, do you have a highlighter?
Okay, thank you.
Also.
I'm definitely a highlight. I'm just
Yeah.
discombobulated, sorry.
And so while you read it, think of questions
Mhm.
that you think you should ask to help them understand the concept here. So here they have how many? 9 goats, and they're gonna take away 6.
Mhm.
And then they're asking how many goats are left. So think about some questions you can ask to help them comprehend that story.
Mhm.
Even though you think they might understand it, and they probably will for the most part,
Mhm.
there's a lot to still talk about.
Yeah.
If you want the number one, can we go the number one to this, or because they don't have it?
Yeah, you can do number one, of course. I'll get you a piece of paper. You want paper, Nancy, or do you want sticky notes?
I'll take a paper. Thank you. So this whole thing is what we'll be doing next week.
Yes.
Okay.
That's your lesson plan for next week.
Paper, please make sure. There you go, extra time.
Yeah. And we're gonna try to just get through 2 days today. So it's fine. Anything you're doing, so I don't need any. Oh, I'm sorry. You're the one with the goat. You're doing the guided. She's doing the one with the goat. So yours is this one over here.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
no, that's okay. Okay,
So yours is this one right here.
okay.
Okay, and you saw that? You saw
Mhm.
how they had 6 and then they
They
literally
took
took away
The two.
the 2.
Mhm.
So for this one, I would probably utilize the animation.
Mhm. Maybe what does it look like when you subtract
Okay. What is it look
versus
like?
adding? Like, I guess kind of like doing a compare and
Okay.
contrast, so that way they can see the difference and understand what the difference is.
Versus comparing. Oh, compare versus adding, right?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Okay. And then what's the first thing they need to build or show or realize or notice? Thinking about something.
Oh, the whole,
So
not
they
the
start
whole,
with a
because I remember
whole.
part whole, so they need to focus on the whole. And then they'll be taking away a part.
Yeah.
And then the equal will be their part.
Other part, exactly. Okay, so what's a question for them to, the question for you to ask them? To think about that whole, because now they're thinking of reverse. I went from. I need to think about my 2 parts and combine them, but now it's going from, I have a whole, now I'm gonna split it into a part. So what's a good one? They're just focusing on there. If you want them to first think about the whole. It doesn't have to be a question, it could be a problem.
Well, I guess, well, hopefully they would know that the whole would typically be the larger number.
Okay,
For the big number, I don't know. If that would be a
okay,
thing.
so you can ask. It's the first thing they're gonna show you. Okay, if you have this, okay, boys and girls, I have 2 numbers, like what you said.
Mhm.
Which number is the greatest?
The greatest.
Okay. Yeah, pre-K was the biggest.
I know, I gotta look, I gotta
First grade
my
is become greatest,
way.
yeah. So which number is the greatest? That's a good question.
Okay.
Which number is the greatest? Okay. Then maybe you can ask, okay, if they say 6,
Mhm.
right? Oh, they say 6. What's the next question?
They can. Okay.
Anything.
Oh, yeah.
Because you want to tie it to. Yeah.
Okay, so because that is, exactly what you said, because that is the greatest number, like you said, would that be the part or would it be the whole? So hopefully they would know that the whole is typically the greatest number.
They will know that, they will know that, but I, right now, I feel like it's kind of like a like they just memorize that, like they just
Okay.
go with that.
Mhm.
Which is fine, because they have the rest of the year to realize the
Mhm.
whole, that is the whole, because we had 2 parts to put this together.
Mhm.
So right now, you're gonna ask them, is that part a whole, and hopefully they say 6 is a whole.
Mhm.
Is it 1203?
101.
104, I'm sorry, 104? Okay. That, the time was there long. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop real quick. Show of fingers, how many minutes do you guys need?
About 2.
2? Recover, do you need more time?
That's
right.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna say if I need at least 1 more minute. So can I do 1?
What's the consensus? I already gave you. 6 is the blank
Six.
number, so we'll say the greater.
Okay,
the
so you
greatest
could do
number.
blank is
Oh, yeah.
the
Yes.
whole. The
Oh,
whole, yeah,
okay,
blank is
okay.
the whole. Blank is the
Part.
part, okay. And then I like that you said blank is, so you can, there's a sentence stem that they use in subtraction for primary. It's blank is blank and blank. So that's like 6 is 2 and 4.
Okay.
Another one is 6 minus, right? Blank equals blank. And this one, what are they doing again? They're taking away 2. Taking away. So it's blank, take away, blank equals. They're the same as my, that's how they have it. Okay. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give y'all like maybe 2 minutes to talk to each other. We're gonna do your spaghetti and meatball activity right now. You're gonna talk to each other, see if y'all are aligned with your partner. Okay, and share out what your product was, task that you had. And again, I'm coming around and listening for some possible sentence stems or content vocabulary.
You made another problem. You made another problem.
Oh, we thought you when it was on the picture?
It's okay, you can create your own too, as long as it's.
No, exactly.
Yeah. This is one.
Oh, I know it was what you the one on the picture.
Sure. Yeah. And y'all can keep your anchor charts and your sentence stems, by the way. Okay.
Yes.
And that's fine. And you guys are gonna share a lot with your team anyway, so just like, hey, this is what I did, hey, this is what I did.
I was
You're
gonna
gonna
share
share
number
with me.
one.
So it's
I think it's the more visuals that you have, the better player supporting your students.
No, but
I
the number 9, the number 1, the number 1 is to visualize the problem.
I noticed Donald
What is the
progresses
problem?
too.
The number 9 is to solve the problem.
It starts simple and then it gradually builds up, so
Because
I tried to think of
different
each
timing.
scenario
Yeah,
that
for
will
sure.
come to a different way to solve it. So I have one with frames, one with bonds, and then one with a bar model. I hadn't really looked to see, but that's a good one
Yeah.
as well. With the first grade.
You guys know the number bond
frames and bond. And I didn't do the number sentence.
Yes.
What's his number? Wait, what's his number? I'll check this.
The dog.
Yeah, the one that had the most dots on the lines is the whole, and the one that don't have one dot. So like if you put the dot on it, you can do it with black, that's fine.
So I really should put this somewhere.
Go over here, right,
And
on this
then
side.
one dog,
Throughout it.
one dog here, and you wanna have 2 dogs.
Oh, I see, okay,
Yeah.
so basically, it's a way to scale up to greater than less than 2, because the symbols are that way.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's like a
I
trick and it works
subtraction,
when I
of
was
course,
in
is the
class.
hardest for me.
And then I also would
I
label
put
them.
as a whole as a bigger number, or biggest number that I'm looking at.
And know exactly where to put the numbers. Because if they look
Yeah,
at the
but-
word cloud,
This got to be,
they just write.
is
the
very
first
well.
one. Goes
So
the
put it
first
there,
one.
now you're gonna pay
Right,
attention to the
so
word.
they have to understand the question.
But
So
for eight and
reading is
5.
gonna be.
Oh, to make
that
it
is to-
in order.
way out.
Correct.
No,
They can't go wrong with addition.
Oh, yeah.
Because regardless of where
I'm
you
leaving
put
my
the
mind.
parts,
I
they're gonna
think
get
it's
the
got to
same
be,
answer.
That's true.
when
Right,
you
with
use the number at
subtraction,
club.
they have to know.
Maybe
that
not like
they're
as an
starting with the
introduction.
whole first.
Yeah.
And
No,
so
the
maybe,
problem for
you know,
those
considering
6
what their
minus 4,
background
6
is,
minus
they
5.
understand it.
So you're trying to get
I
them
don't
to
think
count
five,
up like
five,
three,
a few of
so you
my-
count up, I
my
guess it
kids
takes
have
Because it's fast.
less time and smaller, like a smaller number.
Exactly.
And so,
How-
what
For
I
example,
did was,
both
I always try to give a
10
question to spark
minus
curiosity.
1.
You know, once I could tell them, okay, I can't
Five.
subtract 5.
That's true.
Away.
Five.
You know, how can we show?
What about from the
subtraction?
word problems? Do you guys
Have
have
a
anything
word
on
problem
the
like
actual word
this.
problem itself?
What is
Absolutely.
what are the ways
What do you
that
guys
we
do?
can
What's
Everything.
no,
No,
so
I just-
this is gonna
no.
let them know
Okay.
that we use it.
No,
Yes,
it's
that's-
we read the
In
problem
this
que
case,
share
you
in
can
the
still
back.
use the two color characters
Sharing,
because you still have
sharing
the
left.
the
Okay,
two
you can
parts
add
are two
information.
different colors.
And what is the
Those two
question? What are we
parts,
looking
even if
for?
it's
How many
red
steps
and
is that
yellow,
going?
they still are gonna make the whole.
Now I go
But if you
on,
put it on a frame, a
make the
frame,
picture.
it's
Okay, got it.
easier for them to know one
And then with the
group is
picture, get the
red,
number on.
the second group is yellow.
Like with that
Okay.
picture.
So, and then what I do,
But
I
the only
do
thing that is
X,
frustrating
take away.
is
Gotcha,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
that
Some
process.
people, I mean, some people
You
do
know,
slashes,
right second
that's
grade,
fine.
you need it.
But it seems
By
to stick with the
field grade,
kids
the kids
more
are
when they put an
same.
X it out.
Yeah.
Because
So you're playing,
they're
yeah,
not
right.
of that either.
That's explaining.
Okay, may I have
I
attention,
know you
guys?
know
Sorry.
that.
Sorry to interrupt. Sorry. I wanna make sure you guys also talk to each other, okay?
Oh,
So,
like.
yeah, like that, cause you
Okay.
guys gotta find out what
Same thing.
Thursday looks like, y'all, they gotta find out what Friday looks like. Ms. Lindsay, you can share out with the rest of the team.
Okay.
Yeah, cause I just wanna, respect your time, and also I wanna make sure you guys know what each other's days look like.
Okay.
Okay, alright, so who has Thursday? Good, that's. You guys can share out what you wrote, or what your strategy was, and your sentence stems and following questions.
Okay.
We're gonna do a whip around,
For questions, I have, is that a part or a whole? And then another question, because it's going into subtraction and introducing that, what does it look like when you subtract? Versus when you add, so that way they are able to know the difference and what that looks like. Sentence stems, we put blank is the whole, another one, blank is the part. Blank, take away blank equals blank. And then we also have blank is blank and blank. And then blank minus blank equals blank. That's what we have for the sentence stems. I know it's quite a bit.
No, it's good,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm about to say it. I'm learning trying to process everything.
I know, it's a lot at this.
I need to add one of those.
And so, Bridget, you wanna share what your.
Yeah, my thinking was with this is, trying to show them just ways to show subtraction. And so, I always try to incorporate a question, how can we show subtraction? So I chose to show it 3 different ways. With 10 frames, with a number bond, and with a bar model. This may be a little, more advanced for them because we haven't done bar models. Oh, okay.
They actually show it next week.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't know if you looked at it.
No,
or
I
what.
haven't.
That's awesome.
I had, but that's great. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
That's exactly.
All right. So I mean, because actually they really are using them already with the connected.
They are,
cubes.
their bar,
But we
their bar model is a cube.
cubes,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So, but we haven't used that term. I haven't used the term. So, but yeah, I just did different ways to show subtraction. So, I did it with 10 frames where I built the whole, just circles, and then with them Xing, I use X's with my kids. I don't do slashes. I actually use the X. As far as building it, it's very important to me to still make sure the differentiation, so they can know there's 2 separate groups, use 2 separate color cubes, not all the same colors, because it really is still 2 parts making up a whole. So of course, with the number bond, they're pretty good with this now. As far as you have to explain it differently now, because they just used to composing, which is leading up to the whole. Now it's the opposite.
Yeah.
And we have to let them know, okay, we're starting with how many we know we got from the start. And then we're taking a part away. So now you're going away from the circle, which will let them know, okay, we're taking away, and so what's the missing part? This is the part that subtraction was always difficult for them. And Miss Barr had already told us that this was difficult for them. And she was true, because when they get ready to do their number sentence, it's hard for them to know that you're starting with the whole first, and not one of the smaller parts.
Yeah.
So they would write, depending on how it is, the wording of it, they will still do 2 minus 6 equals 9, or 2 minus 9 equals, 7, or 3 minus 6 equals 9.
Mhm.
And so it's just letting them know you have to start with the larger number, the whole. So you gotta look for the whole amount because some of the word problems are tricky,
That's
you
true.
know, and so you gotta guide them on that. You're starting with the bigger number, the larger number first, and you're gonna subtract the lesser amounts. And so once they can get an understanding of that, then they can go for the number sentence and write the solution sentence.
Thank you so much, Ms. Hubbard. That was well explained. Thank you.
I was gonna say too, just to add, because that number sentence, I remember when I taught first, that was something that they always got hung up on. I started it from the beginning. From the beginning when we were doing adding, I would always at the bottom put PW.
Yes,
And then I would tell them my whole is at the end, so my answer has to get bigger.
right.
Over here, same thing. Your answer has to get smaller. It can't increase. So you start off with the whole and then P, and we're finding that missing P.
Right,
And you would relate it back to that number ball. Like you have to have a question mark and it's blank over there.
right.
What's missing? The part. So that means that after the equal sign, you have to have that part. But
I like that.
and I also with adding, I know this is like my 3rd grade brain, but I would always start even adding with the greatest number first because it's
Right.
good to always know what the greater number is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Just wanted-
we talked about that today, starting with the grade.
No, can we check the other? Oops, sorry. The problem is that
Well, you know, yeah, okay. Are you good?
okay. So indeed a problem that we can do on Friday. 9 birds are on the wire. 6 birds flew away. How many birds are left? So I always tell the kids, okay, let's see. What do we know about in this problem? We know that 9 birds are on the wire. So what I do is, okay, let's pick 9 birds. Now what happened? 6 birds flew away. 6 birds, where are the 6 birds? Over here. They flew away. How many are left? Well, we're gonna find out how many are left. So because now we know number one, so I draw the number one. Okay, and then I start discussing 9 birds, where they should go. If they should go in the whole or in the parts. And I say, for example, 9 birds, okay, we started with 9 birds, and 6 flew away. Flew away means they're gone. So 9 will be the biggest number. I cannot get that there are left 10 birds because 9 birds were the birds that they were there. So 9 and 6 flew away. Now we're looking for this part. And then we come up with the question. Now with the numeric sentence. 9, because we're looking for a smaller number minus 6. And probably I will say, okay, what happened with food addition? What would be the problem with that? It's gonna be 14, and it cannot be because they were just 9. So it has to be subtraction equal blank. And now by counting on, because that's the objective, how to count on. So here, I'm gonna put it. I tell you, okay, guys, how many more 6 need to be the same as 9?
Oh, that's a perfect question.
They do it. Let's count it. It's starting 6, 7, 8.
9. I love
How many more I need? I need 3 more.
Oh, that's amazing. That's great. This is all I got. I like the visual.
Yeah, I did that in small group as well. And solving, actually, what was her name? Miss Brenda? She left last. Especially it's the math special. Rayma. Yeah, she would do the 7? No.
Wait, we'll get to it in a little bit. Okay, Miss O.
I'm sorry, remind me.
No, that's okay.
She's the one who did the.
So I'm
Brittany Raymond.
Yes.
I did my own problem. I ain't-
That's perfect.
Yeah, so-
As long as it's online.
Okay, so-
Another one.
So subtracting by counting on, so I just said there are
Oh, no, actually, sorry. Where are the gentlemen? There you go.
So, there are 8 cherries in the bag, 3 cherries are left. How many cherries are gone? So I know I'll get them to know we're trying to find 8 minus 3. And so pictorial form first, you have 3 that's left. How many are missing? So they number that and then counting on just count up. So I always tell them you put the number in your head. So like 3 be in your head and then you use your fingers for so 3, what comes next? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many fingers do we have? 5. And so it shows them that you went to 8. I also used the number line with the hopping. We went 5. And so do your number bond. I always make them label. I didn't put my pen hold with it. So we know 8. So I asked them, would 8 be our whole or our part? And they'll tell me like whole, some may say part. Remember, your whole is always your biggest number from your problem. And then 3 is the what? 3 is the part. So you have that. And I know since I'm missing this part, I'm subtracting here. And so 8 minus 3, that's my part. Right? No, I did that wrong.
Yeah, that's your whole, yeah.
That's my whole, I labeled it wrong.
That's right, switch
So,
out,
yeah, so 8 will be my whole, and then we had the 3, that's my part, and this is my part. And so.
And that's exactly what the kids are gonna do too. It's like what Miss Otis said, the part. So just be aware or cognizant of that. That's amazing. I love it. I like that your picture.
Well, no, let me fix it before you take a picture. I'm gonna have to fix it.
You're good. I know what you was trying to do.
I really like that you drew the 3 first. Because I know that might throw them off because they typically they draw that 8 first and then cross out. But you don't know how many you're crossing out. You just have 3 left.
3 left.
Yeah.
You have 3.
So
And
you
so
have
when
to
we
make
teach
sure
that counting on, I
Yeah,
always
you
tell them,
have to count on
Yeah.
that visual you just supported.
so it's good. Always put your number in your head.
One thing that because you didn't draw the whole, you still have to talk about that whole like it's a big deal.
Okay.
Also, I noticed a lot of you say that a whole is what? Okay, that a whole is the biggest, but you got to show them why. Yeah, replace it with the greatest and show them look, 8 is this is a lot.
Yeah.
8 is a lot, or what other one? 9 is a lot. Oh, 9 is a lot. That's my whole. That's because it's my whole. And look what happens when I take away sins. I have less. I have a smaller amount.
Right.
So if they have to do this with concrete, I know we didn't get
Okay,
to do that. I do have that.
so they can still have their manipulative.
Yes.
Okay. So
Could you show us real quick?
Yeah, I'll show you guys. I'll show you an ideal bag real quick. Okay.
Take your numbers out.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's all good. Did you have anything else to add?
No, that was it. That was it.
You guys did an amazing job, by the way. Okay, so this is an ideal bag for addition and subtraction. You should have mats, your number bond mat with both addition and subtraction, and there's the blank circles on there because they're gonna write the symbol in there. And then you have your 10 frame that they can also use to subtract. Your kit should have something like this too. You don't have to use all this. This is just an example. And cubes up to 20 because they're not subtracting much yet. Actually, they're only subtracting a 10. So you might only just need 1 set, but I know you like the color coding, so have 2 different colors. I strongly suggest, and it's on my agenda in a little bit, but the district's pushing everybody writes. Strongly suggest that you guys have sticky notes or card stock in the bags to just randomly make the kids write something. And writing in primary is drawing a picture, writing a number, filling out a simple sentence stem or a numbered sentence. So they don't have to write paragraphs. They don't have to write anything. They just need to.
I'm trying to push for that writing piece. Like if you know, like I'm pushing for that writing piece, and I'm trying to make them like get it down and stuff to do it.
No.
We've been using the index cards, so we've been using
It's
them
like trying to get them to write
on the clipboards today. We've been doing that whole group,
Yeah.
and they've been following it as I, bring it up on the slide.
That's perfect.
So they actually have me sit down there and write.
Good. That's what I
The kids still are big fans of expos and whiteboards.
Yeah.
You know, I have to like do that with them, and then don't change your sentence stems too much. Like especially whenever they're barely learning it, don't change them that much. That way they can already remember them and they can do it on their own. So I like that you put that on the folder too.
And then for that 8 minus something. So when you do that 8, And then, oh, sorry, you had three, right?
Mhm.
So with threes,
Great.
use the counters to help them count on.
And you can also just bring the
Add it up.
cubes in the bag yourself, you know, like
Right,
that was
right.
such a good visual for them.
Well,
So
see,
you're
at home,
eating-
I think,
Oh.
Cause like,
they're up to
today we
desk
did
now.
it with the cookies in the box, so I made them write it out and do the two blanks, and I was like, okay, we know we have 8 cookies and all, but we don't know how it's broken up into the boxes. I was like, only get 8 counters and see how many ways can you break that 8 up and divide it out amongst, you know, the boxes, so they taught it to the cookies, I'm like, ooh.
That's
Like, that's gonna be on the
good.
test.
Okay, well, thank you guys for sharing. That's my reminder, everybody writes. And also, if you have iReady kids, because it's only because iReady B's have them finish it, I think all of you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yay, iReady.
And you have some business because
You're
tomorrow. Okay, great. Yeah.
You have.
It's not our. Let's make some.